Ira Epstein with your Morning Flash Update. And this update is for the morning of Thursday. And we're at the 31st of August. It's hard to believe the last trading day of August, the unofficial start of autumn. And the time right now, by the way, about 8:20 a.m. You know, Chicago, we were in, I think it was 46, 47 degrees in the surrounding area this morning. Over the weekend, we're going to 95. But this gives you an idea. The change is here. Last night, we had that blue moon. I don't know if any of you went out and saw it. I did. I took my wife with me, and we were looking at it about 11 last night. And we're going, whoa, that was the brightest I think I've ever seen. You won't see it again, I understand, at 2037. But we have a few things I do want you to see this morning. So why don't we go right to them and take a look at what we've got. So this is the personal income spending PCE number. My eye goes right down to what I know the Fed's going to be looking at, which is the July core PCE index year over year. That's their favorite number. It's up 1/10. They expected it. The prior number was 4.1%. They expected 4.2. They got it. But what does this say? It's sticky. That's what it's saying, that it's not moving on them, and that's important. It didn't go up. That's important too, but it's also just sort of stuck right here. So does stuck mean you sit back and you wait for the lag effect and see if it does drag it down? Or does it mean you go and you get a booster shot at your doctor, which is the equivalent of on September 20th, we raise interest rates another quarter point? That's going to be the big argument. Doctor doesn't have to make a decision until we get a couple of more reports, starting with tomorrow morning's jobs data, and then we're going to get CPI, PPI numbers. That will tell me if the doctor says, nah, we got to go for the booster shot come September. A lot of traders think it won't be. I don't know. I'm going to stay very neutral here. It's certainly not worthy of a price cut or a rate cut. That you can see. If you go to the other numbers, you can see where they're at. A little weaker on the income, the spending market up a little more. So the consumer's making less, spending more. Interesting, right? The PCE index month over month about where they thought. A year over year, a little bit higher. So none of these numbers say the Fed's going for a cut. They lean to a hike, but again, 2 more reports, 3 more reports. Jobless claims waffling, down 4,000, here's good, and the continuing claims up. So what does that mean? Well, people are still finding jobs fairly fast, I guess, in a short period, but those longer ones, a little longer. It's confusing. The Chicago area PMI is going to come out this morning at 8:45, and at 9:30 we get the natural gas storage report numbers. So those are the things that I'll at least be honing in on. You have a mixed bag here. You've got strike force up in the pre-market about 5.5%, carrying some of the day here. The metal markets tried to be a bit higher. They've given back some of that gains, as you can see. The dollar, which was recently 104.30 or so, got to 102.85, up another 44 points, all over the board. And look at how the euro's getting hit. Now, I cover in my full research report today European inflation numbers. A lot of them came out today, and this is one of the reasons this is down right now. Looks as though, from what I see, Ms. Lagarde still has a difficult decision of going with a rate hike. Looking at the notes in the bond futures, waffling. And in the energy market, still a bit of a bid here, as I said. The Saudis look determined to go ahead and now start looking at numbers that are going to be continuing with that price reduction. However, I write about Iran, and their numbers keep wrapping up dramatically. And I know you'll tell me all the sanctions. Let me tell you about that. Countries do what they want to do, what's best for them, and they tell the West, it doesn't matter. And Iran has found a way around it. Their numbers keep going up, and we're about to let Venezuela in it. Maybe, you know, this is the way that you counter $85, $86 crude. Who knows? That's one of the ways to go about it. Now, I want to remind you that we do have our sale going on right now, our Labor Day sale. So any of my charting courses and any yearly research purchase, 40% off. It's a phenomenal deal. I promise you I'm not going 40% off again anytime this year. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to raise some prices at the beginning of the year. So things for you to be considering as you look at this. How do you get this information? Go to our website. You can click up here It'll take you right there. Or go to iraepstein.com. The charting courses are under education. The regular research, it's more than regular, I think it's pretty good. That is under research. Can't beat that. I'm Ira. I'll see you at the end of the day with the market wrap-up. You take care.